Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We've got a Raptors recap for you guys. They got a nice victory against the Houston Rockets tonight, 117-92. Personally, tonight, I think that the Raptors, they could have scored way more than 107 points. They shot pretty good enough from the field, 45.5%, 35.5% from deep, although they did have 20 turnovers. Thankfully, they forced 28 and scored 32 points off of turnovers. They did have 20, so it was a little bit sloppy at times, but it is preseason, and the Raptors do have one more preseason game left tomorrow against Washington. So if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post Raptors content every single day. I know you guys would like it. Got you covered all season. There was a lot to like tonight. Let's digest a couple of players firstly. I'm going to start with Precious Achiuwa because we've mentioned time after time the intensity that he brings, the effort he brings. It's on full display every single night. And with Khem Birch falling to COVID, he actually played a little bit tonight, 17 minutes. Precious Achiuwa has been getting a couple of starts, and tonight for Precious in only 18 minutes. That's the critical stat. 18 minutes. Keep that in mind as I tell you what happened. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 7 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep, with a steal and a block. Now, OG had a really solid game, but game ball to me is given to Precious Achiuwa. I mean, 18 minutes played, and that's the stats he puts up. A lot of this is kind of hard to see unless you watched it, so I actually have some highlights playing here in the background because it was time after time. I mean, not only is it on full display energy-wise, but you're seeing a lot of new talents. I mean, Precious Achiuwa, not only did he take 2 threes tonight, but he made one of them, and when he made the 3, you'll see the highlight, he had full confidence in it. Yeah, he was open, but there was no hesitation. He took the shot, he knew it was going in, and it went in. Another time later in the game, around, I don't know if it was early third quarter or end of second half, Precious gets the rebound, gets the ball, and he is kind of going towards the corner, does a little bit of a juke, dribbles, drives, and gets an and one. I mean, the offensive skill set was on display tonight. He was making left-handed hook shots. He was doing a little bit of everything. And if this is what you're getting off the bench, like literally imagine this was a regular season game and you had your normal Raptors starters out there, and then you have Precious Achiuwa along with their very talented deep bench, but you have Precious Achiuwa come off the bench, get only 18 minutes, and puts up that stat line. You're going to be looking pretty good. And next, we'll talk about OG because he had just as dominant of a night. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 50% from the field, 50% with 3 threes from downtown, also tallied a steal and a block in only 16 minutes. 17 points, 16 minutes. So it was clear tonight Nick Nurse decided to give the starters a little bit less run and went with the bench unit a little bit more. So OG and Precious Achiuwa as a duo, I mean, they were looking phenomenal. OG had a nice step back 3 early in the game. He looked fully confident taking 3-pointers. He was driving to the rim. He was getting contact. Like, there was nothing OG was not doing tonight, and that seems to be the trend right now. I know it's just preseason, but this is looking really good. As every game goes on with OG, it's like, wow, this guy is taking step after step, offseason after offseason. You love to see it. Next up, Scotty Bart, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. His 2 assists were really nice. Unfortunately, he did go 0 of 2 from deep, but he did have 3 steals and a block. His 1 block was very awesome. He had some nice steals. His 2 assists were nice finds, and he was pretty aggressive tonight, especially in the paint. He looked fully comfortable, and in only 25 minutes, Scotty Barnes, this was a good game from him. Next up, we got Gary Trent and Fred VanVleet. Now, Fred shooting the ball didn't really do particularly well, only played 16 minutes, and Gary Trent Jr. only played 18 minutes. 3-8 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown for Gary, but what I do like, what I did like and I do continue to like from Gary this season is his playmaking. He is definitely starting to create more shots for himself, and that's exactly what the Raptors need next season. Freddie had 5 assists in just 16 minutes, so you do like to see that stat line as well. Moving on to the bench, Ishmael Wainwright, 6 points, 5 rebounds for him. He had a handful of threes. Like I said, Kem Birch did play a little bit, but mainly the vocal points on the defensive unit were Svi, who I just made a video about. If you want to go check that out, he threw in 2 threes with 10 points and 3 steals, doing a little bit of everything offensively and defensively. And then you had Delano Banton, who had that crazy backboard 3 early in the game as the clock was running down. He finished with 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in only 14 minutes. But the main point about the bench was definitely Malachi Flynn. You saw no Goran Dragic tonight, so Malachi had to up his responsibilities and playmaking. Finished with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting 6 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from deep, and threw in a steal in only 16 minutes. So all in all, tonight was a phenomenal game for the Raptors, and to me, those last 3 players on the bench, it just signifies to me that this Raptors team is going to be just fine once Kem Birch gets back up to speed, once Chris Boucher returns, and once Pascal Siakam returns. So to me, I know they are 2-2, and I know the title of this video is going to be they're killing everybody, but that Boston loss was very close, and you do have bench units playing at the end of games at this point. This Raptors team, they're going to be relevant next season. I think that's like the very minimal thing you should take out of the first 4 games, is that no matter what happens next season, no matter what injuries, no matter who they play, the Raptors should be relevant at least for a play-in tournament game. I think that the 10th seed is the absolute worst case for them. They're still working out through a lot of kinks, but so is every team in the NBA. It's preseason for a reason. That rhymed. You've only played 4 games. You're getting the confidence up. You're starting to play with your guys a little bit more to get some real game time speed. And like I said, once you see Kem Birch return to speed, once you get the return of Chris Boucher, and then ultimately the return of Pascal Siakam, things are going to be looking very, very bright for this Toronto Raptors squad. So I'm sticking by my assessment, my prediction, 5th seed in the East. I think they're going to get to the second round, who upset whoever number 4 is, whether it's Miami, Chicago, whoever it's going to be. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Let's try and get this video to 100 likes. That would be awesome. We are making our way to 8.5k subs. We're getting closer and closer to 10k. So Raptor Nation, thanks for all the love you guys have been giving me. It means a lot to me. I also have a second channel where I'm starting to post at least 3 to 4 times a week, kind of lifestyle vids, vlogs, and that type of thing. So check that out. My Twitter is also in the link in bio. That's it for today. Have a nice week. Enjoy the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.